Across the ancient world, one name commanded respect, fear, and devotion: Zeus, the king of the gods, lord of the skies, wielder of the thunderbolt. But behind his unmatched power lies a story of rebellion, love, betrayal, and endless desire. Today, we dive deep into the myth and legend of Zeus, his rise, his powers, and the countless affairs that shaped the fate of gods and mortals. Let's start with the basics. Who exactly is Zeus? In the pantheon of Greek deities, Zeus was the supreme leader, the head honcho, the big cheese. His word was law, not just on Mount Olympus where the gods resided, but throughout the whole cosmos. You mess with Zeus, you messed with the cosmic order. And let me tell you, messing with Zeus was like trying to fight the entire Greek army, except he had lightning bolts and a serious attitude problem. Now, Zeus wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Nope. He started out life with a spoon of pure nightmare fuel. See, Zeus's dad was Cronus, the leader of the Titans, and Cronus wasn't your average chill dad. No, sir. This dude had some serious trust issues. After hearing a prophecy that predicted he'd be overthrown by his son, Cronus decided to play it safe by eating every single one of his kids as soon as they were born. Talk about a messed up way to start a family. So Zeus, being the last of his siblings, had a pretty rough childhood. But here's where things get interesting. Instead of letting Zeus be eaten, his mom, Rhea, snuck him away and replaced him with a rock swaddled in fancy blankets. And guess what? It worked. Cronus ate the rock thinking it was Zeus, but then he was so freaked out by this whole swallowing your kid thing that he went ahead and barfed up all the other kids he'd eaten earlier. Yep, you heard me right. Barfed them up. I guess that's one way to put some bang in your Bacchus. Anyway, Zeus and his 5 siblings, Hera, Poseidon, Hades, and Demeter, teamed up to take on the Titans in a battle for the ages known as the Titanomachy. Let me tell you, this war was epic. We're talking earthquakes, lightning storms, and enough testosterone to make a grown man cry. But in the end, Team Zeus came out on top. The Titans were thrown into Tartarus, basically the ancient Greek version of prison, and Zeus got to wear that shiny new crown that says Supreme Ruler of the Cosmos. Sweet, huh? So now that Zeus was the big cheese, he needed a place to live. And where better than the top of Mount Olympus, the highest mountain in Greece? It was like the VIP suite of the ancient world. Sure, the air was thin and cold, but hey, the view was amazing. And besides, Zeus didn't really care about cozy. I mean, the guy spent most of his time lounging around on golden clouds, throwing lightning bolts at people who made him mad and chasing women. Seriously, the guy had more side pieces than a Greek chorus. I mean, don't get me wrong, Zeus had a thing or two about him. He was super powerful, like literally the most powerful god in the Greek pantheon. I mean, he controlled the weather, especially loved throwing lightning bolts, and he could totally bench press Mount Olympus. But he was also kind of a big old douche. I mean, the guy was married to Hera, but he had affairs with everything that moved, from minor goddesses to mortals. I mean, the guy had a type. Goddesses with the last name Muse, Calliope, Clio, Erato, Melpomene, Polyhymnia, Terpsichore, Thalia, Urania. And don't even get me started on his habit of seducing mortals. I mean, come on, the guy had zero chill. I mean, take the story of Europa, for example. So Zeus was chilling one day in the form of a handsome bull when he spies this hot mortal chick named Europa. So naturally, Zeus is like, hey, I gotta have that, and turns her into a cow and then runs away with her to Crete. Yeah, that's how that happened. Or what about the time he turned into a swan and almost got with Queen Leda, but then she laid an egg and hatched some weird bird babies? Okay, maybe that one was a bit weird even for Zeus, but the point is the guy was a total player, and not just in the romantic sense. He was also kind of a jerk. I mean, remember that whole messing with mortals thing? Yeah, well, Zeus had a nasty habit of punishing mortals for, well, existing. I mean, he turned King Lycaon into a wolf because he offered Zeus some wolf testicles. That's just rude. And he turned King Midas into a donkey because he tried to stick his hands in Zeus's face. Like, seriously, dude, you can't touch this. Or what about the time he sent a bunch of mosquitoes to attack the hero Achilles? Because Achilles' mom dipped him in the Styx before he went off to fight in the Trojan War. Yeah, Apparently that was a major offense in the ancient Greek world. I mean, you would think that Zeus would be more chill about the whole parenting thing, but nope. This guy was all about that toxic masculinity. I mean, he threw lightning bolts at his own son Apollo, because Apollo thought it'd be funny to turn some mortals into frogs. And he turned his daughter, Circe, into a pig because she got a little too frisky with some sailors. Yeah, Zeus was not the fun dad at all. And let's not forget his relationship with his wife Hera. These two were like oil and water. They couldn't do anything together without arguing. I mean, sure, they had 3 kids together, Ares, Hebe, and Hephaestus. But that was only after Hera spent 10 years kicking Zeus's butt and making him crawl around Olympus on all 4s. Talk about a power move. But maybe Zeus's most iconic relationship was with his half-sister Demeter. These two were so tight that they took a vacation together on the mortal plane, where Zeus seduced Demeter by turning himself into a horse. Yeah, that's right. Horse Zeus. Don't look at me like that. Just go with it. Anyway, they had a daughter, Persephone, who was so beautiful that Hades, the god of the underworld, decided to snag her as his wife. Zeus was not happy about this, so he made a whole bunch of noise and shook the earth to let Hades know that he was pissed. But Hades was not backing down. So Zeus was like, all right, fine, you win. Persephone can stay in the underworld, but she can only stay there for 3 months out of the year, and the other 9 months she's gonna spend with her mom on Earth. Everyone was like, sweet. And then Zeus threw a huge party to celebrate. Yay, Persephone's gonna spend 3 out of every 4 months with her mom. Way to make the best of the situation, Zeus. So yeah, Zeus wasn't perfect. He was powerful, wise, passionate, and flawed. A god who embodied both justice and chaos, but above all, he was the king of the gods, the eternal storm on Olympus. Now, if you're still hungry for more stories of gods and monsters, click that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more ancient legends. Until next time, don't forget, mortals, the realm of the gods is not without danger.